Now, I know I talked about on January 3rd to bring your toothbrush, so since you don't have it, I brought it for you today. So what I'm going to say is that we all together want to ensure that the 38 individuals that we've indicted know that their toothbrush will be waiting for them.
We're taking our violent crime approach and strategy to the next level. So pack an extra toothbrush.
Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates and U.S. Attorney for Maryland Erek Barron doubling down on crime reduction strategies while announcing the indictment of more than 36 people today. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Mary Bubala.
And I'm Kai Jackson. Prosecutors say those indictments come after 6 months of wiretapping phone lines of 4 criminal organizations that they say were trafficking drugs. According to Bates and Barron, the group operated in South Baltimore. 39 indictments were secured for state charges. 2 people were charged federally.
Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost was at the news conference. She also sat down with Bates and Barron to talk about how this massive takedown unfolded. She joins us live from the newsroom with the exclusive interview. Mackenzie.
Mary and Kai, this is being hailed as one of the largest takedowns in history. And City State's Attorney Ivan Bates says that hits were prevented and a turf war was stopped, all because of this partnership, which he says could not have happened without U.S. Attorney for Maryland Erek Barron.
Today, we are gathered here to announce a takedown of 4 separate criminal organizations.
The largest drug bust in years, resulting in tables and tables and tables of evidence. 65 guns, 10 kilos of drugs, and more than $300,000 in cash.
The actions that we've taken make Maryland safer, from Western Mountains to the Eastern Shore and Baltimore City and everywhere in between. And we could not have done this work without the people to my left and my right and in front of me.
The takedown resulting in 39 people facing charges from all 4 criminal organizations.
The individuals involved in this investigation range from the age of 16 to 61. They've been arrested more than 220 times, and 12 of them are repeat offenders.
What started as a group violence reduction strategy.
Was all of this a GVRS takedown specifically?
I wouldn't describe as, I would say it was a state and federal takedown.
Quickly grew into much more. Working with the U.S. Attorney Erek Barron, State's Attorney Ivan Bates leveraged other federal partners to bring this case forward.
This could never have been done without Erek Barron.
We sat down with Bates and Barron for an exclusive interview to talk about how their partnership yielded this latest bust. The DEA footed the bill for the 6-month-long wiretap, allowing investigators, including a team of state, local, and federal members of a strike force, to listen to calls and read text messages from 4 different organized crime rings operating on the 1700 block of Lemon Street, the 2000 block of West Pratt Street, 500 block of Millington Avenue, and the 2800 block of Edmonton Avenue.
Without the wire, what would the scope of this have looked like?
You may have arrested maybe 2 or 3. Without the wire, I can tell you the police commissioner wasn't going to have his team do much more. They had done a great deal of work, but without the wire, then we don't have the opportunity to go deeper to figure out what's happening. This type of takedown is to let everyone know we are not playing, and that we are listening, and that we're going to come for you, and we're going to hold you accountable.
Barron says it doesn't really matter to him where the cases end up, either state or federal, so long as the criminals are held accountable.
Why was it important to you to take this case and to move forward with it?
Well, first of all, the credit for this is broad. This was truly a teamwork effort. When the state's attorney calls me with a problem, or any law enforcement or community partner calls me with a problem, it becomes my problem, and I aim to solve it. And that may mean being innovative, but at the end of the day, I care about our partners because we have a shared mission of reducing violent crime in the city.
Bates says by using the wires, other crimes were prevented too, including a robbery, a hit on a rival member, and a turf war that could have erupted into a violent disaster.
We were afraid could have been Brooklyn Part 2. that we were able to stop before it happened. We took those individuals off the streets. But we feel very good. You know, oftentimes you look on TV and you feel some of these neighborhoods feel that we've forgotten them. We haven't forgotten you. It takes time to do this the correct way.
Now, these two prosecutors say the real work begins, piecing together the evidence, building the cases, and moving forward. 2 people are facing federal charges, but the rest are in state court.
And I will say this, for those other organizations that want to go out there, don't think we're not listening, because we have this partnership. This partnership is only getting stronger. It's only growing, and that we've now been able to show what we can do, and we're going to make sure we come after you.
I don't like press conferences, and I don't like sitting down with media interviews, but it's important to do strategically to send a message to those who are at risk of doing illegal things that might drive violence, or who are at risk of perpetrating violence, to communicate to them that it's not worth it. We will hold you accountable. Get an extra toothbrush.
Now, during the news conference earlier on Monday, BPD Commissioner Richard Worley said they believe there are 15 people who are still out there who have yet to be apprehended. So if anyone has information, you're asked to contact police. Live in the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.